Hello everyone, it's Shannon with Shannon's Crafty DIYs. Welcome back to my channel. So today, guys, I am in the 5 under 5 challenge. Yay! And the theme is Easter decor. So I'm going to share 5 really easy DIYs. A lot of the items did come from the Dollar Tree. You guys see me here in my craft room. I was just having a little fun there with the video. So I picked up this hello sign from the Dollar Tree last year. I'm going to do 2 DIYs that are more like bee theme that kind of remind me of Easter and spring, and then I'm going to do 3 DIYs that are Easter theme. So I had these little, I can't remember what the name of these were, forsyth? I can't remember anyway. So these beautiful little yellow flowers, I'm just cutting them all off the wire. I had this little colored wire it's great to tie floral together. Now, I didn't want to bunch them all together, so here I am kind of like strategically placing them or staggering them a little bit so that way they look a little longer as well. And I'm just going to take my wire and just tie a little twist tie motion around the stems of the flowers. So here I just took after putting them all on, I took this little green leaves off. They just didn't really look like high end, so I just cut them all off. And now you see me here just like tying another wire around the frame, so that way it secures it really nicely. So once that is all done, I had these little bees from the Dollar Tree. Now it came in a pack, and can I tell you, I could not find the rest of them, so I only had 2. So if you do have these bees or some other kind of bees in your craft stash, then by all means add more. So I'm just gonna use the 2 that I have, hot glue them both to some of the petals of the flowers, and because there was some weight to the bees, I had to almost glue the petal to another petal as well, just to give it a little bit more secure grip. Now, I did forget, I did want to add some greenery to it, but then I totally forgot. So I'm just moving on to the bow, just taking some lace ribbon, and I had this really gorgeous orange ribbon as well. So I'm just cutting both the pieces the exact same length, and I'm just going to tie a knot around the bottom of the stem and kind of have a little dangling, like a dovetail at the end. And then I just made another little simple shoelace bow with just the orange ribbon, and I added it to the top, making the stems of the bow really long as well, so they kind of dangle at the bottom as well. So this is essentially it for this DIY. Super simple, under 5 minutes to make, and yeah, here I am just angling the end of the ribbon. What do you guys think of this one? Again, you can definitely customize it, add some greenery as well. And moving on to DIY number 2, I just had this little metal tin. Now, it was the only thing I had left, so you guys can use your regular plain metal tin. It is one of the nautical ones, but you turn the nautical pattern to the back and nobody will know. So I picked up these bunny ears from the Dollar Tree. I picked them up just this year. They're absolutely so cute. They're so soft. Like, they're going to be great to wear for Easter as well. So I took the tag off and I'm just going to stuff them inside the tin. And then I had these florals from the Dollar Tree. A lot of my items, guys, are definitely under $5 because a lot of the things that I'm using are things that I've already had in my craft stash. These flowers I've had for probably many years, using them in lots of DIYs. So I'm just stuffing them in the tin. And then I'm going to take some of this greenery that I got as well. I'm just going to add that into the pot. Now they kind of stick nicely in between the flower petals. So you don't really have to add hot glue if you don't want. Also, if you don't want to make it as permanent like I do, because I always take apart my things to redo them for another DIY. So here I'm just taking some jute twine. There was already jute twine at the top of the tin, but I'm going to add a little bit more, threading the jute twine through the top, and I'm going to add these cute little beads. There's 2 pink and 2 white. I'm just going to thread them through to the bottom of the strings, and you'll see that I'll just tie a knot and cut off the excess. Okay, guys, and this is it for the second DIY. How stinking cute did this turn out? You guys definitely know my obsession with pink. I absolutely love it. And you guys can do it any color you want as well, but this is definitely one of the favorite DIYs in this video. Okay, guys, you know it is the 5th of the month. It is the 505 challenge. We have our amazing host, Emily with Farm Charm Cheek. She is absolutely wonderful. And we have our guest host, Wendy with White Sparrow Living. They are both so talented. I am so excited to be participating with these ladies and participating with a whole bunch of other talented ladies as well. I'm going to leave that description or the playlist in the description box, so please go over and say hi. You will not be disappointed. And moving on to DIY number 3, I had this little wooden round in my craft stash. I'm just going to give it 2 coats of white paint. I usually use my hair dryer in between dry times just to speed it up a little bit. So again, you just see me painting that. And now I had this beautiful rub-on transfer. It definitely gives me the bee spring vibe. Now, I wasn't thinking here. I forgot that it was a rub-on transfer, so I was actually like cutting around it to make it smaller. When in fact, I just had to put it over top of the wood, and I was able just to use my embossing tool just to rub it on. But anyway, I gave myself a little extra step. So here I am just centering it in place. And then, like I said, using my embossing tool to make sure that it is all coming on to, or like transferring on to the wood piece. And you see I'm kind of just slowly pulling the paper back because there will be some spots that stay on, so you just really want to go over it again to make it stick to the board. That is it. Guys, look at these cute oh my gosh, bee stickers. I saw them at the Dollar Tree. I just took the yellow one, just kind of putting it wherever I wanted on the sign. How cute is this already? Love it. And so now I'm just going to make another bow. I'm using kind of the same ribbon that I had. I had some burlap ribbon as well. So I'm just going to size everything that I need. And I'm going to kind of do what's called like a crisscross bow. So you'll see, and I'll tie everything in the middle to give it that nice little feathered bow look. And just cutting another ribbon, and I'm going to tie it around the center, like I said, and that'll seal everything in place. And then I'm just going to hot glue it to the top of the decor piece. And I'm just going to hot glue it to the top here, like I said. And this is it for this DIY. What do you guys think? I also had the blocks that I made in a previous DIY like a couple years ago, made the word bee, and it actually stands up quite nice to it as well. All right, guys, DIY number 4. So I had these little terracotta pots, a 3-pack. I think they're the mini size. I think they're the smallest ones you can get. This was a struggle to get them out of here, but I finally did. So I'm just using one, and I had the folk art ballet pink paint. So I'm just kind of using my dry brush technique here. So I didn't want to cover it fully with the pink. I kind of wanted to make it look a little rustic as well. So you see me here just dry brushing it. And just going to take some of this grass that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. I've had this for a couple years now as well. Guys, I'm telling you that these DIYs, I think I only bought maybe 2 things out of this whole video just recently. Everything else I already had in my stash. So those carrots are brand new this year. How cute are these carrot erasers? I think they might have been out last year, but I did pick them up this year. They're so tiny and cute. So I'm just taking some of my deco art, the burnt umber, and I'm going to just paint over the carrots as well, just so they're not super bright orange and plastic looking. I'm just going to make them look a little bit more rustic and weathered looking. And to keep them upright in the pot, I'm just basically shoving toothpicks up the bottom of the carrots. They go in quite easily, and then this way I can just stand them up without having them like topple over. And some of the toothpicks I did have to cut down a little bit so they weren't as tall in the pot. So you just see me cutting them there. And yeah, they just stand up so cute in the pot. And you guys would recognize this scrap paper. I picked this up from Michael's a couple years ago. You guys absolutely know I love that little carrot patch sign. I did cut out up like outside the lines because I did like that the blue plaid around the edges as well. So I'm just hot gluing another toothpick just to the back of that paper. I didn't do anything to like laminate the paper or anything like that. So just be careful when you use your hot glue that it doesn't melt through the paper. So I just did it like that. And how cute is that so far? But to add a little cuteness factor, I had these mini burlap bows. They already have a little sticker on the back of them. But what I'm doing here is I liked the brown, but I wanted to brighten them up a bit. So I'm actually using some white paint and going over the burlap. Now you guys know burlap and paint really absorbs into the burlap, so you do need a few coats to get it to stay onto the bow. But yes, I'm going to glue it to the top of the pot, and you'll see how cute this one turned out. I absolutely thought this one was adorable as well. You guys have to know I have one more DIY to share with you, but what are your favorites so far? And yes, you guys, I just want to like interrupt you. You guys know I do have an Instagram account, Shannon's Crafty DIYs. I do post other crafts there as well. I do Dollar Tree shop with me videos there as well. So you guys have to come over and say hi to me on my Instagram page. So the fifth and final DIY, this is super simple, guys. I did pick up this little espresso coffee cup from Hobby Lobby last year. It was probably 50% off already. I had this beautiful pack of stickers. This was my second item that I bought this year. Those stickers were so gorgeous. So I incorporated one on the DIY, just putting a flower on the front of the mug. This was a gorgeous lavender. So what I'm doing is I'm just cutting all the stems off so that way I can put them in the mug without them kind of falling out of it. And so far this is it. And to make it look a little bit more spring Easter, I had this little foam egg just kind of lying around. So I thought it'd be just cute to add it to the center. And I'm going to take some of this pink ribbon, making a simple shoelace bow yet again, and just kind of angling the tails of the ribbon, and just going to hot glue it to the side of the mug. And honestly, this is it. Less than like 5 minutes to make this simple, cute DIY. Perfect size for a tier tray as well. Okay, guys, that is it for this video. What is your favorite? Which one did you like the most? Let me and tell me, was there one that was not really your favorite? Like something that I can do to improve on it? Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. You're going to enjoy the playlist as well. I'm going to leave that playlist linked in the description box, so go over and say hello. You will not be disappointed with all these amazing, talented ladies. You guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend, and we'll definitely see you at the next video. Bye!